Alright, so I'm here, I'm just grinding off the ears of the gimbal. The spacer and the stencil that I made is so thin that I couldn't really account for that, so it's easier just to chop them off. Now I'm lining the little tab up with the sensor on the side here. Square it up as best you can because you want to make sure that you're cutting everything nice and square so it lines up and everything's straight. Yours will look a bit different. This is an old style, so. Now I'm just marking the holes, mark the stencil, pop it off, and then you can start cutting away. Yeah, yours probably won't have that little orange bit on the side. They'll have a little PCB there. Just chop them off. Be careful, I didn't really have any other tools, so pretty much use anything with the plastic one. I'll do a quick update to this, or maybe just put something on it when I decide to do the AGO ones. I'm just taking this little Dremel with like a little sandpaper bit on the end just to basically sand everything so that there's no more marker, just to try and get it as tight as I can. Oh yeah, so on there's these little tabs here that are kind of in the way of the screw holes. Only on the two posts where that tensioning plate goes across for your throttle. You just kind of got to shave it down so that way the screw will be able to go straight through the hole. It lines up like perfectly with the screw hole. Like I said, what I'm cutting off right now is just a little tab off the sensor to make it fit a little bit tighter. You won't have to do this unless you have this old style. There's just a little black nub on the back side there. See here, I'm actually drilling in at those two posts that I just cleaned up first to see if I took enough material off. When you go to drill through, you'll see, because if you don't cut the little flags off the side of those posts for that tensioning plate, the drill bit will go on an angle and you won't get a nice hole. Here I'm just marking where it's still touching the PCB, and then I'm just going in and cleaning up cleaning it up with the grinder here. I think the whole gimbal process only really took me like maybe 5 to 10 minutes per gimbal. Now you can see here how, yeah, so you put that little spacer in, mark the opening with a marker, and then you pop the spacer out, and then you just grind away. This part, honestly, this is what takes the most time. I just took my time, grind away till there's no marker left, and then smooth it all out nice. Do not rush this part. Try to go as nice as you can because you don't want to ruin the case. Just doing a little bit on the front, a little bit on the back, making sure I'm not over grinding anything. See, I'm just going around. This part does take a bit because, you know, take your time. You don't want to overcut in one spot and have the gimbal look all funky. Just keep checking it with the spacer. And then you put that plate in. So that plate is not only a stencil, but it also spaces out the little bit of gap you're gonna have between the back plate on the gimbal and the front of the case. That way when you screw down, I believe you can actually use the stock screws it came with, because the material you're going through is the same thickness as the pocket original gimbals. I believe the screws I used were, check here. I used 6mm and 8mm. The 6mm go on the more shallow side of the gimbal with less material, and then the 8 go on the thicker side.